In the Savanah Soto press conference earlier today, some very interesting information was revealed. Now, if you have not watched the press conference yet, I posted it in one of my videos earlier today. Go check it out, catch up with what's going on, and then come back here. But anyways, during the press conference, of course, they announced that they arrested the third suspect, who turned out to be the mom or the stepmom, whatever you want to call the lady, okay? Well, they announced that they arrested the third suspect, and they said that the reason they caught her is because of surveillance footage. Now, what I found kind of weird, kind of interesting, I don't know if it was accidental or not. You know, I'm kind of hanging on every word. But during the press conference, multiple times, the law enforcement officer stated that the mother was caught because of surveillance video of the home. That she got caught being at that house that night. That she got caught going into the truck and returning home in the truck after they ditched the car and Matthew and Savanah's body. Well, multiple times they said that she was caught on surveillance footage of the house. And then at one point, she says that she was caught on surveillance footage from the house. Now, as you can see, there is a security camera at this home. At Christopher and Ramon's home, there is a security camera right there in the driveway. So right now, the internet is running with this information, and everyone is basically saying, oh, the mom got caught up because she was caught on her own home surveillance camera, being at home the night of the crime, and traveling in the truck with Ramon the night of the crime to go drop the bodies off and to come back home. Now, I haven't seen it officially confirmed anywhere else. Maybe I missed it. If I did, let me know down in the comments below. I think right now everyone is hanging on the words that were used during the press conference saying that it was security camera footage from the home. But as of right now, I don't know if this was security camera footage from the home or if it was from across the street. I don't know if they accidentally said it was from the home and maybe it's not from the home, but it's clear that they have this woman on various different security cameras. She was caught when they dropped the bodies off. She was caught at the home. She was caught leaving and returning to the home that night within the time period that all of this happened. So I'm sitting here thinking, like, okay, so if y'all have security camera footage of the suspects leaving the house and returning home that night, then do y'all have security camera footage of Matthew and Savanah pulling up to that house? And better yet, the real question on my mind is, do y'all have security camera footage of Matthew and Savanah being killed? Now, obviously, if they were killed in the car, we maybe won't actually see the crime really taking place up front in live action. But I would believe that, hey, if Savanah and Matthew pulled up to this house, if they were killed right outside of this house, there's a huge possibility that law enforcement has footage of this murder taking place. Because if these suspects were caught leaving and returning home on like a neighbor's camera or something, they probably got a good view of the whole front of the house. So if you can see them leaving and coming home in the truck, obviously you would see when Matthew and Savanah pull up. And if this was done in front of the home, then you would see when it was done. Now, if this is from the camera that is at Christopher and Ramon's home, I believe that camera is like facing the driveway towards the street. So we're dealing with a scenario here that regardless if it's the neighbor's camera or regardless if it really is a camera from Christopher and Ramon's home, we're dealing with a situation where it's very likely that this camera, at the very least, caught Matthew and Savanah pulling up to the house. And I would not be surprised if they caught the crime right there on camera. Maybe you can't actually tell what's going on, but maybe you just see Christopher or someone entering the car, and then you see him exiting the car. Are they caught on camera dragging the bodies? Now, of course, the question that everyone's going to have, or one of the responses that everyone will have is, well, why hasn't law enforcement stated this? If this is possible, if this happened, why wouldn't law enforcement say anything? Well, for one, I'm not saying that this is a concrete fact. I'm just saying if you're just kind of using common sense and all of this other stuff was caught on camera, then there's a huge possibility that at the very least, Matthew and Savanah pulling up is caught on camera. And we don't know exactly where they got killed yet, so I'm assuming it may be right in front of that home. And if that's the case, it may be caught on camera. And even if that's not the case, it could be caught on cameras somewhere throughout the neighborhood. But if you're questioning, okay, if the police do know this, if they really do have footage of this, if it's possible, why haven't they said anything yet? Well, it's been obvious since day one of this investigation that they have been really tight-lipped with their information. You think they just started looking at the mama today? When they gave the last press conference, I can guarantee you they already were looking at the mom, but they weren't going to tell you that. They're not going to release all the information they have. So even if they got Savanah and Matthew being killed on surveillance footage, this may be information that they're not going to release yet. There may be other things going on surrounding this case, and that may be the reason why they don't release the information. Or maybe they don't want to release the information that they have it on footage or they have it on camera because they don't want to jeopardize this investigation. They're still collecting the information. They're still trying to collect evidence. They're still trying to get these suspects to talk. But all in all, if you really think about it, mom caught on camera at the home, mom caught on camera leaving the home, mom caught on camera coming home. If all that's caught on camera, then why in the hell wouldn't we see Matthew and Savanah pulling up to this house on footage, on camera? We already know, even Matthew's father has stated that law enforcement is sitting on a lot of video evidence when it comes to this case. So there very well could be footage of this crime going down, which will make this, it will give the prosecutors an even easier time when this goes to court. I don't know if this kid's going to plead guilty, not guilty. I don't know how things are going to play out. But it looks like the investigators are building a very solid case. And, we're dealing with the situation where they have evidence. We know they have the murder weapon. They got video footage of y'all dropping this car off, dropping the bodies off. They got video footage of you leaving, returning home, all within the time period. They got these people. There's no way in hell any of these three are going to walk away from this situation. Sometimes we see crimes get solved, but we never see the person have to do any time because they can't collect enough evidence. They can't build a solid enough case. But I don't think that in my history of covering cases on YouTube, I don't think I've ever seen a more solid case. How more solid can you get? They have the weapon. They have the cell phone data, the cell phone pings. We got you on camera, multiple different security cameras all over the place. You know what I mean? But all in all, I just made this video because I really do believe that there is a huge possibility that they may have this murder caught on camera. You might not be able to actually see it take place, but you may be able to see suspect enter the car. Maybe you see a flash of light or something. Suspect exit the car. Maybe the suspect dragging Matthew. But then again, we just don't know the exact location where these two were killed. That's like the missing piece of the puzzle. And we're going to talk about that more in one of my next videos. But for right now, I want to know your thoughts and opinions about this. Do you think it's far-fetched to believe that this murder could have been caught on the same security camera in which the mother was caught leaving and returning home? It makes sense to me. Does it make sense to you? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. While you're down there, if you're feeling generous, you could donate to the channel via Cash App, or you could donate via Super Thanks, or you could help the channel for free by sharing the video, liking the video, subscribing, ringing the notification bell, and all of that good stuff. But with that being said, I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.